Welcome to the Prathertown Porch, the porch where we talk much and laugh often. We are having our series of podcasts from this beautiful setting where there are animals, trees, and lots of foliage from the 1800s. Welcome to the porch.
My name is Sharon Prather. I am the youngest child of Reverend James Prather and Edna Prather. There were 6 children in my family, 5 girls and 1 boy. And like I said, I am the youngest.
Could you tell us, Sharon, some of your most memorable moments at Prathertown?
My most memorable moments, I guess, were in my immediate family. Uh, Daddy being a minister, we had devotions every Sunday morning where we had to say Bible verses. Even though we might have been out late Saturday night, we still had to get up and have our devotions on Sunday morning, which would consist of, like I said, us saying Bible verses. And then we would all get on our knees and Daddy would pray. And another memorable moment in our family were the afternoon suppers that we used to have after church, where family members would gather, all my sisters and their families, and my mother would have cooked a big dinner, fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy and sweet potatoes, all that good stuff, greens and everything. We
Wow,
would always have this big dinner after church on Sundays.
wow. It sounds appetizing.
Very much.
What are some of the changes that have occurred in Prathertown since you were born there?
Uh, Changes are like most of the original residents are no longer living in Prathertown. All my cousins are gone except for one, that's Willistine, and there are no children per se. All my cousins are gone.
Okay.
So our house, the house that I grew up in, is still standing there, even though it has had some modifications on the inside. But it's still standing there, which is a pleasant memory because we had some really nice times there. Another change was that we had some Caucasians move into Prathertown for the first time, and they bought the property up on the hill where my grandfather's house used to be. So they built a nice house up there. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And there was 3 houses. So it was my grandfather's house. And then there were 2 built more recently, more modern houses. Well, actually, there were 3 houses up there. So 3 houses were built on the parcel of land that belonged to Walter Prather and the Boyd family. So there are 3 houses up there now. And like I said, some Caucasian people built those houses. So that was a big change in Prathertown.
Speaking of that change, can you describe any community gatherings?
We had a Prathertown Day. What year was that? I can't remember the exact year, but we had one Prathertown Day, which was very exciting. We had county officials there to speak. We had a Confederate regiment of soldiers come and perform for us. It was very exciting. I remember it was a beautiful day, and that was held in September as well. And all of our cousins came back for that. We told some stories about that. Uh, it was just very exciting. And we walked around to all of the houses that were still standing in Prathertown. And we reminisced about where we used to dance in the yard at Uncle Joe's house. We had photographs. Everybody that had photographs uh, set up tables and put out all their photographs for everybody to just walk up the hill and stop in each house and view the photographs.
Oh, that sounds amazing. That leads me to a question about your wish for Prathertown. If you had one or two wishes for Prathertown, what would it be?
Uh, that the young people still remember, that the older people that are still around would tell their stories to the younger people of how it used to be to live in Prathertown.
Wonderful. I am also asking in terms of any type of games when you were younger. Were there any type of games that you can recall or any songs, special songs that you remember?
Types of games we played, at least when I was coming up, were hopscotch, we jumped ropes, there were jacks, hide and go seek, and then up on top of the hill where Montgomery Village now stands. It used to be James Johnson's property, and we used to go up there and play softball on James Johnson's property. So this was all the young kids. Well, I guess teenagers playing softball up there in the field. Hide and go seek. And then back in my sister's day, Carolyn's day, they used to go pick blackberries and mama would go with them. It was like a group thing. Everybody with Prathertown will get together and take their pails and everything to put their berries in. So
Wow.
usually that was done in the summertime. It was real hot.
Okay. Well, we truly thank you for taking the time to share some memorable moments of Prathertown, some of the games, the food, the community gatherings, as well as lots of different perspectives from cousin kinship and friendship. Are there any closing remarks that you have?
Well, that's one more thing I just like to share. When everybody was living in Prathertown, we had a blizzard at one time, and the snowplow couldn't get up the road. So all the men came together and dug us out of Prathertown. They broke up the snow so the snowplow could get up to the top of the hill. Yeah, so that's a special memory.
Wow. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much. This has been very enlightening. We thank you for telling your story so that other future generations can understand the conditions of the time and the evolution, and also keep hope alive and keep the legacy going. So thank you
Right.
so much.
Oh, you're welcome.